Good afternoon, gentlemen. How's it going? I hope everyone's having a phenomenal Monday afternoon. We're back here. It's episode number 18. Another episode. Wow, so exciting, so exciting. You know what else is exciting? It's a new year. 2021, 2020 is over. We're in a new year now, new people, different experiences, same virus, same happenings, but a new episode. So obviously we're back here in the end. We're doing some things, checking out some stuff. And we got a lot of work to do today, boys. We're going to get some stuff done. We have this end island mass to get rid of. We have a bunch of obsidian to mine. I want to do as much as we possibly can in today's episode. But just like I always do, I promise a lot and then give you guys nothing. But I'll try to make some sort of progress, some updates to the world. I'll try to do something exciting. Maybe we'll start work on Asgard. Maybe we'll work in the overworld. For right now, I'm kind of unsure of what's next. But I'm going to get to work. We're going to start off in the end, obviously. I'm going to start mining some obsidian. I've been mining obsidian. You guys do not know how long it took to mine this particular slab, this pole, whatever it's called. I don't even know at this point, but yeah, I'm gonna continue mining some obsidian. We're gonna get it out of the way, and then we're gonna TNT some island. You know what, before we get to that, look at how much obsidian I've acquired. You guys ever seen this much obsidian? Do you know? I'm going crazy. Chests of obsidian. I'm never going to use this. It's obviously nice to have, but it's just absolute insanity. Let's go over here into the statistics and see how many blocks of obsidian I've mined. Look, 10,000. Okay. Alright, so I'm at a point now where I've gotten all the obsidian pillars down to the right level so that they won't affect the TNT machines in any kind of way. Basically, when the TNT machines are sweeping back and forth, TNT drops, and then if it drops onto the pillars and the pillars are high enough, the TNT can like bounce back up and affect the machines themselves, blow them up, and obviously I don't want that to happen. But now that they're at a good level, at an appropriate height, I guess, we can just let these things, unhinge these beasts. They can sweep back and forth and finally finish getting rid of the remaining bit, the remaining chunk of this island, and then we can move on and mine more obsidian. Yay. Alright, now doesn't that just look beautiful? It's almost all gone. It's basically gone. I mean, we got the mass of this island out of here. I mean, it's a bunch of floating random stuff in the sky, and I'm going to have to go ahead and tediously pluck all of these blocks out of the air. But, I think I'm going to do that later. Whenever it's blocking or in the way of a build, I'll get rid of it. For now, I still have this mass right here. I wanted to leave this because I need to use some of this actual gold end brick, end stone, whatever, for the actual build itself. So I left it here so I can gather up some more resources. I have a few double chests full of end brick and end stone, but I do want a little bit more just in case, because if we run out of it, then I'm going to have to go to the outer end and mine some more there, and that's just going to be annoying, and I don't really want to do that. Another problem that I had is I didn't put obsidian or any block on here, so some TNT fell through into the overworld. Hopefully it didn't break anything. I'm pretty sure it did, so I'm going to go check on that. Alright, jumping into here, let's see if any TNT got through, and no, it doesn't look like it did. We spawned here on our bed, or at our spawn, and yeah, it doesn't look like anything happened, so I guess the TNT just disappeared. I guess the entity doesn't go through. Alright, but anyways, I got a good amount of work to do. I have to clear all of this out here. I have to get rid of those machines, all of the TNT dupers. I have to get rid of these two lines. I have to get rid of all of these obsidian pillars. I want to kind of grind them down a little bit, and I just have to build this bridge out. I have to clear all this end stone. A lot of really tedious stuff, so I'm going to do that all off camera, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, another progress update and another obsidian pillar down. I didn't go all the way through the island, but I got it down to a level where it won't get in the way. We also made a little bit of progress on this bridge, and I kind of ran out of black glass, so I'm going to have to go smelt down some more sand and get some more of that. Anyways, though, the bridge is kind of done in a sense. This is where it's going to stop. This is where the first tower is going to go of the main structure of Asgard, so I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to build that. I'm going to have to go into a creative test world and really mess around with that. It is going to be a pretty difficult build, so bear with me, but I don't know, I guess I'm going to go get that figured out, and then I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so yeah, I missed this. This is where the TNT went. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, that's not the tower. And I just want to say I chipped away a little bit more at each one of these towers. Not much progress, but at least a bit. It's just obsidian, okay? It's horrible. I hate it. Anyways, though, this is not the tower. This is not even close to the tower. It's not even going to look anything like this. I just wanted to get some basic rings down here, just planning some stuff out. I did some stuff in a creative test world. Wasn't really happy with it. Thought I'd do it in survival. Don't know why. But yeah, we're going to be getting rid of all of this. I'm not happy with it. The main tower, don't worry. It's not going to look like that. We still have to get these machines out here, and I want to get rid of them soon just in case they turn on and completely destroy everything. So I'm going to do that quickly. I'm going to do some more work, maybe get these cleaned up right here, get these masses out of here, and see what else I can do. But yeah, that's not what the tower is going to look like. Alright, so I'm now realizing that we're going to need a good amount of gold for this project. Obviously, it's not going to be our main building block, but I do want to dot it in here and there, kind of like an accent block. It's going to be kind of like to mix things up, to make it look a little bit varied, add some detail. I think it's going to look pretty good, but we are going to need a good amount of gold. I have some at my base, but I wanted to grind up a little bit more. Not too much because I want to spend more time building, but I just needed to repair my tools, so I came here and just wanted to show you guys. And now you know why I was repairing my tools. So I was chipping away at these two island masses, these two sides. They look pretty small. They were not. Took hours. I also did some work on these obsidian pillars, got them down a little bit more just so they don't obstruct the view of this project that we are about to start. Maybe, I don't know. I'm still kind of scared of it, but I'm going to try. Anyways, though, like I said, endstone, it's not fun to mine. Looked like a little bit of it. There was a lot, okay? There was a few double chests there. And yeah, we got all these rings here. This is actually what the build is going to look like. So moving on from all of that mining talk, let's do some building. Now, that pillar in the middle, it's kind of going to be the scale, the height, but I think it's going to be a little bit lower than that. I'm not really quite sure. I still have to do more work in the creative test world. I'm just planning all of this out. It's really scary because I've never built anything like this. I've never built with these blocks. There's a lot of yellow and spongy stuff, and it's just all very new and weird to me, so bear with me. If you guys don't like it, I will tear it down and rebuild it. This is all kind of like a learning process right now, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to crack out the first tower, see what that looks like. Crack out, is that a saying? I don't know. I'm gonna get to work, okay? Before I get to work, I want to get a few beacons going over here, and the easiest way to kill a wither is under the end portal, so I'm just going to make a small little setup here where we can place some wither skeleton heads and kill some withers quickly so we can get some beacons, obviously. So I'm going to do that really quick. I'm going to show you guys the process of me doing that, and then we can actually get to work. Alright, so as many of you know, you probably know that if you have a 3x3 surface of bedrock, then you can place a wither, and his head kind of gets stuck in here, and then he's basically a free kill. He can't move. He can't really damage you in any way, so you kind of just get under here, and you just damage him all you want. Very easy kill. I have a bunch of wither skeleton heads, so I'm going to kill a few of these things, get a few beacons going. One of our builds is actually going to require a beacon for kind of like a beam into the sky, so that's kind of why I need it, but I also want to set up some speed beacons and some haste beacons just to make my life a little bit easier. Okay, so this is the first tower. I know it looks a little bit weird. I think that's because of the height. I know it looks a little bit too bulky. I want to increase the height by a little bit just to make it look a little bit more proportioned, I guess, to make the proportions look right. That's what I'm trying to say. There are some beacons in here. I think I'm only going to put one because I think 3 is a little bit overkill. And I know it all looks a little bit weird. It looks a little too yellow. I guess don't worry about that right now because I think when we have the other earth tones, the mountains in the back, it's going to pop. It's going to look pretty cool. I have some gold blocks in here. I have the main entrance right here. It does look a little bit weird. It's not going to be a single tower though. There's going to be towers next to this one. It should look better and better. I know it does look a little bit weird right now. I think it looks pretty good though. I think I'm going to stick with this for now. Maybe just increase the height a little bit, but I'm going to do a bit more work and I'll see what happens. So I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so I kind of got frustrated with the end project. I built up a few towers and I tore them down and just wasn't working for me. Don't worry, we'll get back to that, but I just wanted to step away and jump into the overworld and build a few of these houses up over here, so that's what we're going to do. But as for this village, it's almost done. We have like 4 or 5 houses left here, and then these 2 up here, so we're almost done. We're getting to that point where I'm confident with the build. I know how it's going to look like. I just want to add some details and grind out these last few houses, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So here comes the time lapse. Alright, and time lapse later, we have half a house here. The front, obviously done, looking great. I love it. We went with an orange and yellow aesthetic for the kind of stall shop, whatever this thing is called, where things are sold. That's what we're going for. I think this is going to be some kind of a flower or plant shop. We have a few of those, but you can never have enough flowers. So also, there's some mobs on the roof. Gotta put some black carpet on that roof so mobs don't spawn. But I have been doing a fair bit of spawn proofing. As you can see, I kind of have leaves all over the place with lanterns, or what's that nether light called? I forget what it's called. It kind of looks like glowstone, but it's orange. It's the weird new 1.16 version of glowstone. I don't know. I have it under there. We're trying to eliminate all mob spawns. The house is looking great. I still have to finish it up, so I'm going to do that, finish up the sides and the roof, and then I'll be back with you guys, and then we can build the other house. Okay, so the house is completely completed. That's a very intelligent thing to say, but nonetheless, it is done. I have finished the house. We used bone meal for the second floor, the second story of this house. Why do I keep repeating the same thing? You guys know what I mean. I think this house looks pretty good. It has a realistic look to it. I think it's because of that bone meal. Kind of looks like a plaster, kind of like this Victorian England house, and I really like it. Obviously, we got some flowers down in here. We got some overgrown leaves hanging off the ceiling. I think it did turn out very well. I'm very impressed with every house that we've built in this village. While they're all different, they're kind of also the same, and they all look unique. I'm happy with them. It looks like different people built them, so that's obviously a plus because different people would be living and building these houses if this was real life, but it's not. I achieved what I wanted to do. Moving on to the next house. Alright, so a few days have passed. I might sound a little bit different, but that's because I just got up and it's Monday and I need to get this video out today, and I haven't really recorded anything and I don't really have much more time, but this is the house we built. It's kind of like a restaurant. I feel like we needed a restaurant. We need a few more restaurants. Kind of fits thematically, you know, these people need to eat somewhere. I went with a brick base. We haven't done that yet in this village, and then sandstone for the top. I used a lot of dark oak woods. We got plants everywhere. It's overgrown. It looks really kind of Frenchy. I don't know. It looks like a French restaurant. That's at least what I tried to model it after. Doesn't really look like it, but it kind of looks like it. We got a cobblestone chimney over here. I think it turned out pretty well. I am a fan of this house. It's one of my favorites. I would say that house with the black roof is one of my least favorites. I don't know, there's just something about it, but yeah, I really do like this restaurant. I've kind of been wasting time, as I said, though. I've been playing a lot of Black Ops Cold War with my friends, so I don't really have much more time to record, so I'm just trying to tell you as much information as quickly as possible because I really do need to get this video out. Anyways, though, I think we're going to jump into the end quickly. I have a huge idea that I want to talk to you guys about. Alright, so as I said, I have a huge idea for Asgard. Now, this is what I've built so far. I'm not exactly a fan of it. This is like the main kingdom, the castle. We'll call it a castle. It's a weird looking castle, but that's basically what it is. Anyways, I built all of these side structures, these pillars, and I'm not exactly 100% a fan of them. I think they look pretty hideous. I want to add some curve to them. I want to add some shape and design and detail to them, but I'm not going to be keeping this around. This is all going to go, and that's because of this huge idea that I've had, right? So last night, I was trying to fall asleep. I couldn't for the life of me, and I was just thinking, and I came up with something that I kind of think is brilliant. Now, that's the portal over there, the end portal, and this is the pad we spawn on. Now, because these two things are rigged in a certain position, we can't move either of these two objects. We have a finite amount of space between the castle and the spawn pad, meaning that we don't really have the achieved look that I want. I want this to be a very, very long hallway, or bridge, I guess. Hallway, that's a weird thing to say, and we can't really accomplish that because of that finite amount of space. So then I thought to myself, you know, we have this end portal over here, and what does the end portal do? It transfers you from world to world. It's a teleporting device. What is the Bifrost that we also have over here that fits thematically? We have a teleporter kind of thing that transfers you from world to world. These are essentially the same two things. Why don't I put the Bifrost beam kind of thing where the end portal is? That just makes so much sense to me, and so many people have been leaving comments. Why don't you just turn around and build Asgard out the other way? That solves all of your problems. And in a way, I'm doing that now. I probably should have done that from the start, but what I have to do now is completely destroy every single one of these blocks, the entirety of the end island, so that I can just have that one floating Bifrost right here, right around this portal. The portal's probably going to be at the top of it, but it's going to work. It's going to fit thematically, and then that gives us the opportunity to turn around from that 5x5 obsidian pad and build out Asgard in the opposite direction. Obviously, that's a ton of work, and I completely just destroyed everything that I've just built, except for this bridge, I guess. I'm going to have to redo all of this stuff. I haven't really done much, but in the next episode, I promise you I am going to be doing a lot of work. I know I've kind of been slacking off with this project, but in the next episode, big things. Alright, but unfortunately that's it for episode number 18. As I said, we didn't really get too much work done. Kind of had this big idea and I haven't really done anything with it, but I promise you in the next episode we are going to completely finish the Bifrost. I'm hoping to have this entire island, except for maybe the obsidian pillars, gone by the end of this episode, or in between episodes I guess. I'll be chipping away at this. I have a lot of extra time. It's so weird being on break without school. My time management just kind of gets thrown out the window and everything's just weird, and I kind of wake up and go to bed and repeat every day, and it's just all very strange. But I am going to get as much work as possibly humanly possible. I'm going to go with that. I feel like you guys understood what I said there, hopefully anyway. Anyways though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in the next one. See you guys. Have a great day.